Hey everybody, how's it going? Charisse here again, coming at you from Spokane, Washington, South Hill Move Fitness. I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to do an upper body blast. We're just going to do all the major muscle groups of the upper body. It's going to be awesome. I have 3 different complexes for you. I'll show you the movements. What you're going to need for today's workout is a long resistance loop. If you don't have one of those, water jugs will be just fine. You can fill up a couple water jugs. Now with complexes, you don't want the weight to be too heavy, okay? You want, medium to lighter weight on these complexes. It's really about keeping the movement going and burning some calories, leaning up and that kind of thing. So like I said, resistance band or water jugs will be just fine, and we're gonna do a medium resistance. The one thing to remember with the resistance loops is depending on how much slack you have. If you have more slack on the loop, you'll have less resistance. Less slack on the loop, you'll have more resistance. So once again, remember, it's not about a lot of heavy resistance here. It's about medium to lower resistance, and we just want to keep the movement going. Okay, so the upper body complexes, I'll show you the names of everything, and then we'll go through the movements together. All right. So the first one we'll go through that I'll show you is going to be shoulders. So front raise, 12 reps, lateral raise 12, rear delt flies 12, overhead press 12. And then you'll do 3 to 4 rounds of each, okay? And then back and biceps here. All right, so Superman to pull downs, you're going to do a reverse grip bent over row. The reverse grip is going to kind of implement the biceps a little bit more in your row. The staggered stance row, bicep curls, and then a seated row. And once again, you'll do 3 to 4 rounds here as well. So then the third set, chest and triceps. So push-ups we'll do 12, bridge press for 12, bridge flies for 12, kickbacks for 12, and then overhead extensions right and left for 12. And you'll do 3 to 4 rounds here. Now the great thing about complexes is if you wanted to just isolate the muscles, you could do shoulders one day, and you can do 5 to 6 rounds, 6 to 7 rounds, whatever you want, and just have a shoulder day. Okay, same thing if you want to do the back and biceps the next day, chest and triceps the following day. You can definitely do more rounds if you want to just isolate the muscle groups. But today I'm just going to show you all the movements. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited about this one. All right, so with the resistance band, we'll start here. So we're going to do our shoulder complex first, front raises. So what you're going to do is you're going to step on your loop. I like the balls of my feet on the loop, or you can do arches, just depending on what's more comfortable for you. I do about a shoulder distance. That's where I like my resistance. If you do a more narrow stance, you're going to have more slack. That's going to be less resistance. Okay, if you do a wider stance, less slack, and that's going to be more resistance. So we're going to do 12 reps of front raise. Just to shoulder height, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'll show you the side view. And 5. Core stays tight through all of your movements. 8, all the way to 12. Okay, so that's the front raise. Now lateral raise. So I'm going to do the right side first for lateral. That means my loop is going to be around the left foot. Okay. So on the lateral raise especially, we want to really keep our shoulders retracted, shoulders set back down. Through all shoulder movements, retraction is great. Okay, then I'm going to take my resistance, however much resistance I want on my lateral raise. Come over here, and I'm just going to come straight up. So the elbow wants to be higher than the wrist on my lateral raise. Lift for 12 reps here. And for 12, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. So that means right foot gets the loop, and then I'm going to do my left side shoulder lateral raise. So you're going to choose your resistance. You can either take a wider stance or hold lower on the loop for a little bit more resistance. Okay, so lateral. Once again, that elbow stays higher than the wrist as you come laterally for 12 reps. All right, so lateral raise. Rear delt fly. This one's pretty cool with the loop. Okay, you're going to have a narrow stance here, and then you're going to twist the loop once so that you're working with an X. Okay, and then you're going to hinge. So what that means Try not to get your loop too twisted. Don't get too loopy here. So you're gonna hinge, you're gonna stick your booty back, okay? Keep that core nice and lifted. And I'm gonna do a rear delt fly. So I'm gonna pull the bands apart and fly, okay? Fly. Okay, so you really want to feel the rear delt area here contract, and that's what's kind of lifting those elbows back as you fly. So 12 reps there. All right. So the last movement on the shoulder is going to be the single side overhead press. So the loop stays around. If I'm doing the right side first, the right foot has the loop. I'm going to come to a 90-degree angle with my elbow here, and I'm going to press straight up, okay? You want to make sure that your wrist stays nice and long. 12 repetitions here. 1, 2, core stays tight. 3, 4, good. And then I'm going to switch sides. Loop around the left side after 12 reps. And of course, if you're working with water jugs or soup cans, your jug or your soup can is obviously just going to be in your hand for all of these front raises, lateral, and your rear delt flies. You're just going to be holding the jugs and the cans, okay? So then the left side, bringing my arm up to that 90-degree angle, wrist stays nice and long, and I'm going to press for 12. So when I come back down, I want to stay in that 90-degree angle, core stays nice and tight for 12 reps. So that's the shoulder complex. You'll do that 3 to 4 rounds and then move on to the back, or if you're just going to do shoulders today, go for 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 rounds. All right, back and biceps. So the first one, this is an awesome movement, especially if you've been having trouble trying to find your lats, okay? There's a lot more than just lats involved. It's going to be kind of the posterior chain here because of the Superman, but it really does involve your lats, which feels pretty good. All right, so you're going to come down onto your belly, okay? And you're going to lift the Superman without your resistance. So if you don't have a resistance band, you can do this first one without a resistance band. Okay, so but a Superman is where you lift up and contract the back side of your body, okay? With the resistance band, so this is a Superman into a pull down, okay? So I'm gonna take my resistance loop and hold it so it's nice and tight, okay? I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna lift up into my Superman, lift, and then I'm gonna pull straight down, engaging my lats, come up, and go back down. That's 1. Lift, pull, stay contracted, and down. 2. Superman to a pull down, and 3. Now, once again, if you don't have the resistance band, that's okay. You're just gonna use your body weight. So all you have to do is Superman, pull, and down. Up, pull, and down. 12 reps there. All right. Then we're going to move into reverse grip bent over row. So this one, you're going to take your resistance loop, okay, on the ground, feet about hip distance, maybe shoulder distance apart, okay, and you're going to hinge, so you're going to stand totally up. Here, I'll move this way. I think this will be a better view for everybody. Core stays nice and tight. I'm going to hinge, okay, back stays flat, but I'm still going to use my abdominals, obviously, and it's a reverse grip, so my palms face forward, same way my toes are facing, okay? Take a big inhale, and exhale. You're going to pull, keeping those elbows nice and tight into the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? 12 reps here. And once again, if you have the jugs or the soup cans, you're gonna pull, 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 okay? 12 reps. Staggered stance row. All right, so this one's kind of cool. So if it's a single side, so if I do my right side first, I'm gonna put this loop around my left foot, okay? Ball of the foot, I'm gonna stagger my stance here, and then I'm just gonna reach down. So remember, you wanna do medium resistance here. and I'm gonna row, keeping that core tight and that back nice and flat. Exhale, row, row. And you really want to feel the resistance. You don't want on the eccentric movement here. You don't want there to be no resistance, right? So I'm gonna pull. So you got to adjust where you're holding your band here. You want resistance on both sides of the movement, concentric and eccentric. 12 here. Switch sides. Loop the right foot. Stagger your stance. And row. Back stays flat, core stays tight. 12 times. Bicep curls. Same side loop here, okay? Now, with your bicep curl, remember that your shoulder stays retracted. Now you can do hammer style or palm up. Either way, same foot as hand loop. Okay, and I'm gonna just extend and contract, curl. 1, 2, slowing it down on that eccentric, slow negative on the way down. 4, I'm gonna do 12 repetitions here. Okay, bicep curl, and then I'm gonna switch sides. Left side, left foot, left hand, bicep curl. Adjust your resistance, so it's about a medium resistance here. 12 sides, nice and slow on that eccentric contraction on the way down. Curl, core stays tight, exhale, exhale. 12 repetitions. All right, seated row. So this one's really cool, pretty easy. If you're working with jugs, you don't necessarily have to do the seated row. What you can do instead with your jugs is, that was funny, is just adhere and just do your regular row here, okay, without the reverse grip this time. Or you could do a wide grip row. Now, seated row. Okay, feet are extended. I'm gonna take my loop. Now, for a little bit less resistance, I'm just looping my feet with one side of the loop. Here, and I'm gonna cross over, sit up, lean back just a little with my chest up, core tight, shoulder blades back and down. Okay, and then I'm gonna row, squeeze those shoulder blades together, just like at the gym. We missed the gym. Row, row. Okay, elbows stay in. You want to feel those shoulder blades slide together there. There's a plate over top. For just a little bit more resistance, you're going to double your band and loop that around your feet. Okay, and same body position, leaning back, core tight, chest up. And you're just going to row from here. Squeeze, squeeze for 12 reps here. Okay? So that's your back and bicep complex. All right. So you're going to do that 3 to 4 rounds. Next is going to be chest and triceps. All right. Now, obviously with the push-ups, we've done a lot of push-ups when we are physically distancing. It's a great way to get an upper body pump. So we'll start with that to kind of warm up the triceps and the chest. So you're going to go into a plank position. Now, if you'd like, you can band your push-up, okay? You want to be careful of shoulders. You have to be able to do a regular push-up pretty darn well if you're going to band your push-up, okay? I'm having a little of a shoulder thing for myself, so I'm not going to use the band. I'm just going to do some regular push-ups here. So, once again, nice, flat, strong plank, everything engaged. You want to feel those shoulder blades come together as you lower yourself for 12 push-ups. And the regression here, core stays tight, come to your knees and lower, okay? 12 push-ups. Bridge press. So this one's kind of cool. You're going to be on the floor as well. You're going to take your loop here and wrap it around your hands, and then wrap it around your thoracic spine, okay? And you're going to lay back and get into a bridge pose. Here. Okay, so hands are right in line with your pecs, okay? right on that chest line here. Bring those hands up and create a 90-degree angle with your arms. So your elbows are on the ground. I'm gonna push my feet into the ground and lift up the booty, tucking the tailbone, keeping that core nice and tight. The entire time I do my chest press from the ground, my chest stays lifted up towards the ceiling. I'm never gonna drop my chest here, okay? So that's how we're gonna activate those pectorals. Okay, otherwise, if you drop and hollow your chest out, you're gonna get into the serratus, which isn't a bad thing, but we're focusing on the pectorals here. Okay, so chest stays nice and lifted, lift up the butt, chest high, and exhale, press. Nice and slow on the way down. And you're gonna go for 12, making sure those glutes stay nice and active, chest up. Good. If you need more resistance here, you're gonna just take the resistance loop and grab lower on it, and that will create more resistance as you do your chest press. Okay, from chest press, we're gonna go into the chest fly. So you're still gonna have about a 45-degree, or I'm sorry, a little bit more than a 90-degree angle on your elbow. And I'll just sit up and show you. So a fly, if you imagine a bird, a fly is gonna be shoulders stay nice and retracted. You're still at your chest line here. And when you fly, you're not flying from your elbows, right? Birds don't fly like that. You're flying from your shoulder joint. So you're just squeezing those pectorals together and then open. Squeeze, open, okay? So that's one way you can do it. You can do the fly in a seated position. Squeeze, squeeze with that chest constantly lifting forward, okay? Or I prefer the glute bridge position. So once again, go ahead and lay back. Get those arms opened in line with the chest. Okay, for that fly position, a little bit more than a 90-degree angle. Lift up the booty, chest stays high, and you're gonna fly. Squeeze for 12 reps. And once again, if you need a little bit more resistance, just grab lower on that resistance band. Squeeze. All right. So that was the chest fly for 12 reps. Whoopsie. Okay. Kickbacks. So you're gonna step into your loop for the kickback. So it's like a hula hoop, okay? But you're gonna step on the front part of the loop for the kickback. So put that underneath the balls of your feet or the arches here. Once again, finding that medium resistance. You're gonna grab here, elbows stay nice and tight, hinge, okay? And you're gonna kick back tricep. So this movement just comes from the elbow. You're just here, straight back with the resistance band. Both at the same time. Here we go, kick back. Breathe. Keeping that core nice and tight as you kick back. Isolating those triceps. 12 repetitions. All right. Then you're gonna do overhead extension, right side and left side. So this one you can kind of do on your knees. I'm gonna show you on the knees, just a little bit better of a view. So I'm gonna do my right side first. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the bottom of the loop here with my left, wrap it around once, okay? And then I'm gonna swing this around my back. Probably just about right here. So it's gonna look like this. Here, so my elbow, make sure that elbow doesn't come out, right? You want your elbow facing forward, and you're nice and in line, and you're gonna go ahead and extend right over the head. 1, 2, 3, for 12 reps on the right side. Then I'm gonna switch sides, okay? So I'm gonna unloop and loop once again, come back so that my right hand is on the bottom at the sacrum. Grab where I think my resistance needs to be and go ahead and extend triceps for 12 tricep extensions on the left side. Okay? So that's gonna be the chest and tricep complex. So there you go, that's your complex. Those are your 3 complexes. Do them all on the same day, split them up and just do a couple more rounds of each. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone's staying healthy, drinking a lot of water, taking your supplements. And I will show you this just one more time in case you have to make another note. Here we go. Shoulders, back and biceps, chest and triceps. All right. All right, thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you later.